Hello and welcome. This is Seth Van Dale here with Jump Marketing and Home Builder Marketers. In this video, I am going to be giving away 7 years of experience when it comes to creating Facebook ads. And I'm going to compress everything into a very quick video for you guys so that you can understand how Facebook ads work, how you can set them up and get them working for your business tomorrow or today even. So the first thing that we're going to do is you need to have a Facebook page and you need to have a Meta Business Suite account and create an ad account. And that is the step that I'm at right now. So I've already set up the ad account, Easy Modern Homes, and I'm going to be creating this for my client today. So first things first, if you have all those set up, you're also going to want to have a short video. You want this video to be between 15 and 60 seconds. You want it to be a talking head video where you, ideally as the owner of the company or somebody within the company that's a person, not just AI, not just an image, a person in the company, is going to be in front of the camera. This can be shot on a phone, no problem at all. Ideally, you are in your place of business. If you're in construction, you're on a job site. If you're in a store, you're in your store, and you point the camera at the person, and the person introduces themselves and says, hey, I'll do an example right now. Hey, it's Seth here with Home Builder Marketers. We do marketing for home builders all across North America. After working with over 100 builders, we've put together some specially curated packages just for business owners like yourself within the building industry. If you're interested in learning more on how we can help you out, click on this ad and fill out the form. It's that simple. It's who you are, what you do, who you do it for, a little bit of social proof, and then a slight explanation on your services, and then a call to action at the end. Click on this website, fill out this form, whatever it may be. And you put that together in a nice, simple video. It's that easy. That will get you ahead of 95% of other advertisers. Everybody nowadays is just running a still image ad and expecting to get all these great results. It's not 2017 anymore. That doesn't work. You need to build credibility, and how you do that is by getting in front of the camera as the owner of the company. It's that simple. So once you have that video and you have your ad account, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit create, and you're gonna see that you have multiple different campaign types here. Now I'm gonna briefly explain these. So awareness campaign is blasting your ad to as many possible people for the least amount of money. So that can be really good if you just want to, get a promotion out there to your local community. You reach a lot of people really quickly. It's not targeted, and these people are not likely to take a lot of action on the ad. Now, traffic campaign is meant to push clicks through to a website or a landing page. So for instance, if you are running if you're running an e-com store, traffic campaign is often a really good bet. The other option of that is sales, which we'll get into after. The next is engagement. Engagement is for getting engagement on your posts, getting page likes on Facebook, getting Instagram followers, getting comments on your posts. Basically, it pushes it to people who are most likely to engage with the ad. And now leads campaign. This is where money is to be made. This is where Facebook will put your ad in front of the most likely candidate to turn into a buying customer. And there's a few ways that you can do that. I'll go over instant forms. I'll go over call campaigns. We'll get into that after. Then you have app promotions. So if you have an app, it's a great option. Basically pushes the app and drives you right to the App Store or the Android store. Now, sales campaign, very good again for if you are selling multiple products. Like this works good for car dealerships, as you can have catalog sales within here. It works great for e-com. If you have multiple products, you can kind of have them all and have individual links for each one of the products that you're promoting. Today, we're going to be going into leads campaign. This is where more than 80% of you guys are going to live, and you're going to want to set this up. So when you set it up, you're just going to click it and go to continue. Now, Facebook is going to try and get you to use their recommended settings. me as an advertiser, I personally feel like I can set the campaign up, and actually my results have proven that when I do a manual leads campaign, it performs a lot better than when I use the recommended settings. Now, in your case, if you don't have a lot of experience, it might make sense to just do the recommended settings. If you're looking to follow along to do exactly what I'm doing, then you're going to click the manual leads campaign. Now we're going to name this the company name. So in this case, I'm going to do it Easy Modern Homes Campaign. Okay. Oh, I spelled campaign wrong. Okay. Now, if you're creating a lot of these, you can create this as a template too, but I don't think that's going to be necessary for this case. Now, if you work within politics or within housing or whatever the other, you're going to want to click on here. Yeah, so auto loans, your credit cards, long-term financing, debt recovery, whatever it may be, you're going to have to go under the special ad category. This is going to limit you from your targeting. So if you say you're promoting, debt service, and you're helping people claim bankruptcy and get out of debt, they don't want, Facebook, when I say they, and Meta, they don't want you to be able to target low-income people because it feels like it's bias. And so, and same with politics and same with all these other things. So they limit your targeting, and you can't do as much as if you're, for instance, selling a car. So make sure that you do actually categorize your ad properly. If you don't, there's a high likelihood that your ad will get stricken down, and then you could get reported and completely blocked from advertising, and you do not want that. Okay. So Easy Modern Homes, they sell custom homes. We're not going to be setting up a special ad category for them. The campaign details, it's going to be an auction. We don't want to do reservation. The campaign objective is leads. And we don't have a spending limit because we're going to set a daily budget. Now, the Advantage Campaign Plus is basically Meta's AI on using their AI to identify which ad sets and which ads are best to distribute the budget. I personally don't put that on. I can identify which ads are working myself, which ad sets aren't, and Facebook will sometimes turn them off before they have time to breathe and fully mature. And A/B testing, also, a great way to run it. In this case, I'm not going to be doing this. It's more for split testing. If you have, different videos that are slightly different and you want to, A/B test them, then that's a great thing to turn on. We can basically set a duration on how long we want to do that. We want to just test the creative, test the audience, test the placement, whatever it may be. You can even test the outcome on here as well for the event. And we're going to keep that off on this case. Now, this is where we get into the conversion. So what does Meta want to, or what do you want Meta to look at as a conversion? There's, multiple different things that you can do in here. You can send them to a website. So every time you get a link click, that's a conversion. You can do link click and calls. So they have both options. That's also would be a conversion. Messenger, so basically they click on the ad and it would start a message with your company. And then we have instant form and messenger. I find that a messenger, you get a lot of spam personally. Instagram, same thing as messenger, it's just on Instagram. And then we have WhatsApp, which is the same thing as both. It just sends you to WhatsApp. And then we have calls, which is, just getting people to call your business right then and there. I find this doesn't work for a lot of companies because most of the time when people are scrolling on Facebook, you're interrupting their free time, and they might be laying in bed at nighttime on Facebook or Instagram, and they're not going to click the call button right there, and they might have been a customer. And if you didn't give them the option to fill out a form or get in touch with you another way, and they weren't ready to phone you in that moment, you just lost out on a potential deal. So instant forms is, in my opinion, by far the best way to go. And I'll get into it in a minute when we get towards the end. But in this instance, we're going to use instant forms because that's one I prefer. All right, so I have access to a lot. We are going to go easy. Oh. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. So of course we're having some technical difficulties. I just phoned the client and their social media manager didn't recognize our account. We just signed these guys on not like literally today. So when they sent that invite, they got a notification, then they removed us. So he's just resending it right now, but I'm going to continue on. And then anyway, you'd click your page here. It's going to run through that page, run through the Facebook associated with it. Now we're going to go down to performance goal. This is where we can set the performance goal to maximum number of leads or the maximum number of conversion leads. So this is, obviously read these little descriptions. We'll try to show your ad to the most amount of people likely to share their contact information with you, or we'll try and show your ad to the people most likely to convert after sharing their contact information with you. You're always going to want to click on maximize number of conversion leads because we want these people to buy, right? So you got to set that up. Now, CRM integration, if you want to set this up, if you're using HubSpot, Salesforce, you click on this, it's going to take you to Events Manager, and you simply just tie that in. I can make a whole separate video on that, but you can also use Zapier to do that as well. So we are going to continue on. Now, there's a bid strategy here. We're going to do highest volume. You hit show more options. Delivery type is standard. It's unchangeable. Now, dynamic creative, I always leave this off. Just don't even touch it. All right, so daily budget. Now, this is where you're going to set your daily budget, or if we want to change it, what we can do is you can there's a lot that you can do in here. So for instance, if you're scaling ads, we could do schedule budget increase, and we can essentially set it up so that every 7 days it adds a bunch of, it adds to the budget if it hits a goal. In this case, it's not going to be necessary. We're going to keep it at a simple, I believe we discussed on $30 a day. All right, continuing on, you're going to have your start date whenever you want. If you're running this for a promotion, you can have an end date. So you can put the date that you want the ad to turn off, and it will stop spending money on your behalf there. Now, we're going to have it so it runs all the time. That's just grayed out. Now, this is where you get into your audience. All right, this is where the fun happens. So let's talk about the locations first of all. Add it to whatever area you want. If you want to hit a particular city, in this case, we're going to be doing Pensacola, Florida. We're going to hit that. They want to do about 25 miles outside of the city. That's fine. Reach more people likely to respond to your ads. You don't want to click this all the time. If they were able to service people outside of Pensacola, I'd click that, but they're not because they're building homes. So what we want to do is leave that off. Now you can add locations as bulk if you have a CSV. I believe it goes off of CSV. Oh no, it's just off of this. Okay, so you'd be able to bulk add these, use ChatGPT or whatever to generate all the locations. If you wanted to do top 10 most booming areas or booming cities in America, well, you could take that, paste it in there, and then you're hitting those locations in bulk. That's possible. We're going to drop this down. We're going to do the minimum age to be 25. You can exclude things in here. Now, this is where I'm going to use original audience settings. We're going to go down here, and this, we're going to get rid of Canada. It's just going to be Pensacola. We're going to do 25 to 65. Actually, realistically, I think we should do 35 to 65. And we want to do both genders for these guys, and advantage targeting is going to be off. This is Facebook's AI on their targeting side of things. Basically, it tries to say that it's going to use Facebook's algorithm to find people most likely to be interested in your ad. But a lot of times what will happen is you'll get people engaging that aren't interested, and they're just tire kickers, or they might be from a different industry, and then it'll start showing it to more and more and more and more of those people, because it's like, oh, these people are engaging, and Facebook's like, I want people to engage, so let's show it to all these property managers, and it's not good. So I leave that off personally. If you're doing e-com, could be worth it. If you're doing other industries, could be worth it. I have used this in the past. It works sometimes. It doesn't work other times. It's good to maybe do a split test too, which we'll get into after this. For placements, you can actually leave the advantage placements on here. Now, if you're doing if you have it formatted to be like I think it's 1080 by 1920, which is like reel format, where it's like long, like on Facebook Reels or Instagram Shorts or TikToks. You can set it so that you turn this off and you just have it on manual placements and you just show it within stories and reels. That's definitely a good option sometimes. We try and shoot all of our content so that it can show on feeds, stories, and in stream. But yeah, depending on how you shoot it, if you're on iPhone, you're not going to do in stream as easily because it's just going to be like super cropped and it's going to look bad. You don't want that. And also in search results. But if you use the Advantage Plus, it'll know where to show your ad based on the format of the ad, or sorry, based on like the formatting of it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and hit next. You're also able to see like your estimated daily results, audience definition. So we have it quite broad right now. It's Pensacola, people between 35 and 80 or 35 and 65. Now, let's get into the demographics here. This is probably the most important part of your entire campaign. Now, you can see that there's a ton in here. We can go demographics, interests, and behaviors. So I like to, for targeting business owners, in this case, we're not targeting business owners, but if you are, you can do page admins. This is some secret sauce right here. So if we go page admins, you can target only Facebook accounts that are page admins, and likely they are business owners if they are an admin on a Facebook page, right? Now you can also do business page admins. You can also do new page admins. You could also do retail page admins. Like this is like gold right here. This took so long for us to really figure out how important that really was. Interests would be, in this case, we're going to go construction. Construction is huge. Interested in the construction industry, interested in home building, if they allow me to do that. No. We're gonna do building. We're gonna do interested in building contractor. You know what? That's more gonna target. See, it's employers, so I don't want to be targeting people that are building contractors. I think right now construction industry is probably going to be the biggest hit on that. Now we can, if we wanted, do a split test, and for this sake, let's just do it. And I'm going to do a quick duplicate on this, and we are going to have in the duplicate, I'm going to name this Pensacola Advantage Plus, which is AP. Put that in brackets, and that's gonna be good to go there. We're gonna put the Advantage Plus on, where did it go? There we go. Reach people beyond this. Okay, so Advantage Plus is on this one. And then on this one, it's just going to be Pensacola. Okay. Actually, I did this wrong. Typically, we're going to duplicate at the end because I don't want to make the ad twice. So hold on one sec. I'm going to do this. I'm going to delete this one. Get myself mixed up. Got an audience going on here. All right, we're good to go. Okay, now we're gonna go next. Now we're gonna get into the ad. Now this is running through Edgehill right now, but I just have him sending me access right now so that I can change it and be proper, and it'll go through the actual Easy Modern Homes one after. This is not typical procedure, but I just wanted to get this how-to video out there because I know how important this is, and this has taken me so much time, and I've spent, realistically, probably spent a good, probably $40,000-$50,000 on education just for Facebook ads. Not to mention the millions of dollars that we have spent on ad spend through Facebook. Like, we've spent millions. So in this one, I'm going to call it, we have multiple ads that are going to be going out. Let me just pull up the drive. I'm going to pop into our shared drive, jump marketing, clients. And go to Easy Modern Homes. These are all raw, I think. Yeah. Give me one moment. There we go. They were hidden. All right, so these are the ads that we're going to be running with. We have one of John. So we have 5 different variations that we're going to be running. Got it. Okay, so we're going to call this number 1. John. Okay. So again, this is going to change to Easy Modern Homes. We're going to create the ad. There is the ability to use an existing post. I don't recommend this unless you're doing an engagement campaign. If you're doing an engagement campaign, use the recommended or use the existing post. It'll help you get more views, more likes, more comments, engagement on that single post. In this case, we are going to be doing a video. That's what I suggest for everybody doing this. So how you're going to do that, you're going to hit delete. You always got to hit delete if you want to change the creative. We're going to add video. And now, okay. Of course, Facebook changed this recently too, so it's going to make me do the text first, I think. Oh no, okay, I can just drag it. All right, drag this. I got to download it. Nope, I don't want to zip it. I want to download it. All right. Okay. Drag and drop. It's going to upload. And with that advanced placement, what's going to happen is it's going to tell me, hey, this is going to show up in certain placements because it's not fit. So I'm going to hit recommended there on search results, and well, I forget what the other one was called. This is where it's not going to fit because it's a little too cropped on that. That's fine. It is what it is. Just leave it. You don't need to show up on search results. It's most important that you're on feeds and stories. That's where you're going to get all of your leads from and engagement. Okay. Now this is where the Advantage Plus enhancements comes in. It's going to do advanced call to action, add video filters, visual touch-ups to make it look better. We're going to hit done. That looks good. Okay, it's gonna drag this. Now we're gonna go into the copy. Now this is where you're gonna use ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is gonna be your best friend here. Now I use the prompt, and this works really well for me. This is what I do for a lot of my clients. This is what we do for ourselves. But this is how we set it up. So I'm gonna say to ChatGPT, I'm setting up a meta ads campaign for my company, Easy Modern Homes. We do custom home builds and I'd forget what would you call them even? Secondary homes? Yeah, call them secondary homes. And secondary homes in the Kola area. Here is our website for more information about us. And then I give them the website. I also need to add this into password. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to take this domain, copy it, paste it into ChatGPT, write me 3 primary texts for the campaign that incorporate storytelling and are Alex Hormozy style. Also include some emojis. Including emojis, we've actually found has a significant impact. Actually, you're able to get upwards of 20 to 30% more leads just by having those emojis in your ad copy. I know it sounds crazy and you probably don't believe me, but try it out yourself. It works. It truly does. So this is the prompt I give it. Write me 3 primary texts for the campaign that incorporate storytelling on our Alex Hormozy style that also includes some emojis. Okay. We're going to hit enter. Okay. Expand on these a little bit to be longer. Yeah, okay. Imagine this. You walk into a space that isn't just a house, but an extension of who you are. No cookie cutter layout, no crowded neighborhoods. Every inch reflects your personality, your needs, and your style. At Easy Modern Homes, we don't just build houses, we craft custom spaces that redefine what home means. From spacious layouts to high-end finishes, we bring your vision to life right here in Pensacola. Imagine watching those breathtaking sunsets from your backyard oasis, because yes, it is possible. If you're ready to make your dream home a reality, let's talk about how we can build it. And that right there, that's great. I mean, like, I'm captivated. I'm going to click on this ad personally. So we're going to jump back in here and go over here. And in primary text, you're going to hit paste. Now, I like to format it a little bit. Give it some space. Makes it a little bit easier, easily scannable. There we go. Okay. That's version 1. Then I always do at least 3, sometimes up to 5 of these primary text, and Facebook is going to promote which ones work best together. Because we're also going to do 3 to 5 headlines too, and find out which one of those work better. Okay. Bang. 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 And last one. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and I like that one. That's about it. Now I'm going to say, write me 10 headlines. Build the home you've always dreamed of, no compromises. Boom. Yeah, I like that. Why settle? Create a custom home that reflects you. I like that. Pensacola's premier custom home builder. Let's build your dream. That's my favorite one. Okay, yeah, let's run with that. All right, we gotta get rid of that too. All right, headline, paste. Get rid of that little boom quotation. Let's do ready for a home that's more used, or nah. Transform your vision into reality with Easy Modern Homes. Yeah. Sick. All right. More than just a house. Build the home that fits your lifestyle. Yeah, I like that too. Okay. Let's run with these 3 for now. All right. Okay. Call to action is going to be learn more, and description is really not necessary in my opinion. I think it overcrowds it, so I personally don't do that. Now we have Advantage Creative on, and we are going to create a new form. Hold on. We don't want to chat with leads, lead delivery, connect your CRM. I have it so it automatically does that. URL parameters. All right, let's go into the form. Okay, creating the form. This part's important. I'm going to name this easy, no, not EX, easy modern homes. November, what is today, the 12th? That's crazy. All right, more volume, higher intent. We're going to do more volume. We did more intent on the other one. We do want to get lots of form fill outs so we can retarget. We're not going to do background image or greeting. Doesn't need to be complicated. Keep it stupid, simple. Okay. Okay. Contact information. So intro, we're going to greeting. Yeah, we will do a greeting. Okay. Welcome to Easy Modern Homes. Let's hear a bit more about you. We're going to go next. We're going to add the question. We want to always do short answer, personally. I do, at least. Short answer. Do you own a home? This one actually, let's do multiple choice. Do you own a home? Yes. No. Okay, next question. What are you interested in? Custom home? Renovation? Or in America they call it remodel. Wait, do they don't even do that, do they? No. Okay, great. I won't even include it. Spec home. Secondary home. Okay. Last one is going to also be multiple choice. We're going to say, what is your time frame on starting this project? Within a month, 1 to 4 months, and 4 to 12 months. 12 months plus. That looks good. Okay. And I always go and reorganize this. We want their phone number. That's a very important part to this piece. And so we have their full name, phone number, email. Do you own a home? What are you interested in? What is your time frame on starting this project? All great information to get. And we're going to go and add in the privacy policy. Which is in the website. Custom disclaimer. Not necessarily needed unless you are doing text marketing, which in this case, we're good to go. We're going to go next. Thanks, you're all set. We will be in touch soon. You can visit our website or you can visit our website or exit the form now. Perfect. View website, start conversation. No, create form. Perfect. Sick. Okay, now that's done. And the tracking, you always want to have a Facebook pixel on the website. Now, in this case, we don't have a pixel created, so we're going to go do that right now. this is going to allow you to track people, retarget people, and just you're going to be able to do a lot. So we're going to do. Whoa, hold on a second. Create data source, web. Next, create new data set. We're going to call this easy modern homes. Create. And it's on WordPress, but I know how to do this properly. Just do metapixel, that's great. You can set up conversion tracking too. Need to do a whole separate video just for setting up conversion tracking because that gets very complicated. In this case, not necessary. Metapixel, see instructions, finish. Easy modern homes, settings. Give me the pixel. Where's the pixel? There we go. I need the pixel. It needs to give it to me. Hold on now. Oh. Not typically this hard. Why is it being this hard? Oh, here we go. Silly. Looked right over it. Install this. Go to the website. If you're on WordPress, go install WP code. Go to the header and paste the code. Hit save changes. Clear your cache. See if it worked. Do. See if it worked here. So it's going to take about 30 minutes for the pixel to start working. But essentially now that's set up. We're going to go here and all of this is optimized. So what we're going to go do is duplicate this, and we're going to duplicate this 4 times. 4 times. Same campaign. Wait, hold on. That was wrong. We're going to go duplicate the ad 4 times. Perfect. Existing campaign, existing ad set, duplicate. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to go rename this. We're going to name this number 2. John. We're going to remove this, add the video. This is how you split test. And I'm gonna go back here. Let's do what we do. This one's Dennis, my man. Next. Done. Perfect. Actually gonna call this one number 1. Dennis. Alright. And that's that. And then what's number 3? Is that also Dennis? Or is that both of them? Yeah, it's both of them. Okay. Both. Whoa, what's going on here? This is gonna lag out. Oh, not ready yet. Media. Number 3. Drag and drop. Done. Done. All right. And this is the second one of John. Oh, how's it glitching out here? Give it a sec here. All right, now that we have all of these ad sets created and I've added the videos in here so that they're all different, just let me triple check, make sure that these are not the same. Hi, Pensacola, this is John with Easy Modern Homes, and this one is... Hey, Pensacola, John. Okay, yeah, they're different. Okay, sweet. All right, so we have all this set up. Now, with the pixel, with everything set up, we have the form lined up here. We got the pixel going here. That'll start working once it's on the site. Form's created. You're going to add in URL parameters. So this is important for tracking. If you want to learn more about that, search up how to do the URL parameters. But I'm going to do... John number 1, John number 2, Dennis number 1, and Dennis number 2, and both. I'm going to go ahead and publish. It's going to ask me for this. I'm going to pause this, put their information in. Okay, sweet. Now I have the card added in here. We're going to be able to go ahead and hit submit or hit publish on this. Okay. Publish. Slowly but surely, this will work. Can hit the X here, and we can review and publish them all. Oh. Perfect. Okay. Publish. We're good to go. All these ads are live now. Okay, cool. Now, if you want to take this a step further, too, what I would recommend, get a CRM going for your company and tie in your Facebook ads into it. So, for instance, for us, what we do and what we set up for all of our clients is in GoHighLevel. Let me just pause this for a sec. In GoHighLevel, what we do is when an inbound lead comes in, we have it so that it messages us and our team and also messages the Facebook lead. So a new lead comes in, and within what happens? Trigger, Facebook lead form submitted. It adds a tag to them, sends an internal notification to our team, waits 1 minute, sends the customer that filled the form out an SMS, waits another minute, and then sends them an email. So ideally, within that first 5 minutes, they're getting completely covered up. They're getting hit with an email, a text, and a phone call from our team. Plus, after that, we also have it so that a sequence is then started where they're getting followed up for 365 days. So as you can see, I'm going to zoom out on this so you can get an idea how actually massive this is. But this 365-day follow-up, basically a lead comes in, adds a tag to their contact, it then puts them into this sequence, and we nurture them for an entire year. Because a lot of the time what will happen is they're not interested in, or they won't be ready to do the deal right when they fill that form out. It could be a month down the line, it could be 8 months down the line, but we still want to be top of mind when that happens. We want to be there giving them good information. So when they're ready to make that decision, we're right there. They're the last person they've thought of. We've been adding value to them for 8 months, and they just instantly want to go with us. So that's how you can set up Facebook ads for your company using lead form. And this works so incredibly well. If you want to take it even a step further than this, what you do is you would then create another campaign, another lead campaign. And when we get to the audience part, or just create this quick. When you get to the audience part, you're going to be able to go and create a custom, or you'll be able to target a custom audience. So if we show more options and switch to original audience, no, I want to switch to original. We can go in and we can target custom audiences. And if you want me to make another video on that, I can totally do that. But basically it's like that Facebook pixel that's installed on your website, we can retarget all of those people that have gone to your website specifically with an ad, like an upsell or, a really good offer at a discounted price just for the people that have expressed interest to get them across the line, or specific promotion, whatever you want it to be. And it's super powerful because not only can you just hit those people, but we can create what's called a look-alike audience, where it will take, say you have 10,000 people that have visited your website in the last 2 years, You have 10,000 people or even 1,000 people that have visited your website in the last 2 years. We can create a look-alike audience where Facebook will take all the similarities between those 1,000 people, and it will go and create an audience of 1 million people or 100,000 people, or however much you want to do there. You can do a 1% look-alike audience, which is really close, or you can do a 10% look-alike audience where it's quite broad, and you could take a 1,000 person audience and expand that into a look-alike audience of 1 million people that have similar interests and similarities. It's super, super, super powerful once you have a lot of data to play with. And that's strictly how we generate all of our leads now. It's just through lookalike audiences of old pixels that have generated quality data. We have our conversion tracking set up. So really anybody that visits our contact page, we have a lookalike audience that's created. It's a 1% lookalike audience, and we just target people with those similarities, and it prints money for us. And you can do the same thing. All you have to do is just learn how to do this. Follow this step by step. Use the information that I'm giving you here and implement it. This is over 7 years of experience of Facebook ads put into this video, and I'm just scratching the surface. I ran through this. This was somewhat of a speed run. If you want us to do this for you and your company, reach out to us at Jump Marketing or Home Builder Marketers, or visit my Instagram. It's Seth.Vandale on Instagram, or check out my LinkedIn, Seth Vandale there. Shoot me a message, say, hey Seth, I watched your video. I don't want to do this. I want you to do it. I'm happy to set this up for you. I can do it for you, or you can do it. I just made this whole video on you being able to do it for yourself. So I'm giving you the tools. This will separate you from the other 95% of businesses that won't take the time to actually take action on the Facebook ads. This is how you dominate. This is how you scale your business. This will take you to the next level if you do it properly. The simple structure of creating a talking head video of you as the owner, you create a lead form ad, and you phone the frickin' leads. It's that easy. You're generating money. You're printing money essentially. Now, the one thing I didn't go over in this video was the budget. If you're spending $2 a day, don't even bother doing it. You need to be spending like $500 to $1,000 to $10,000 a month. Ideally, start with more than $500 a month, and that's when you'll start to see results. That's how you do it. And thanks for watching my video. I hope this added value to what you have going on. If you have any more questions, leave a comment. Leave me a message. You can shoot me a message, like I mentioned, Instagram, LinkedIn, our company profiles, wherever it is, wherever you're watching this. Shoot me a message. I'm here to help people. So thank you for watching.